Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Rise of the Tomb Raider. So we exited out and reloaded the game just to make sure the visual glitches I was starting to see had anything to do with that.
Is there anything you need?
I looked at all of the achievements and it seems talking to all of these people doesn't do anything, and
stay here. And don't
half of the achievements seem doable and half the achievements don't seem likely to be done. Here's the clipping through the wall visual glitch. One of the visual glitches I'm not really surprised that didn't.
You look a little gray. Are you hurt?
I don't think so.
Let's
check.
You might not even know you.
So let's just move forward with the story. I kind of wonder if there might be a collectible somewhere over this direction.
No, you can't. You're lucky.
Optional tomb nearby. Good, let's do an optional challenge tomb. In a weird way, a lot of the game seems like we're a lot further done than you would think. But who knows if that really is true or not. Looking around a lot. Maybe give people motion sickness if I'm not careful. I think we're going forward, run into more survival caches like that, or just boxes that give us things. Now that we can make the fire arrows, that I think is going to be more necessary. Another example of her not really touching the wall. Some bad animation overall for such a AAA game that there should be. There's really no reason why Lara Croft, the Tomb Raider series, should not be treated with the highest amount of respect. Well, I guess I'm not coming back that direction. Or if I am, it's this way. This is another one of those areas where it's a little difficult to figure out where you're supposed to go. I'd assume if I couldn't do this, the rebreather or something like that would have come into play. So you can see there's something there. This is a nice looking area. It's just not really doing anything much for us. And I guess that collectible is through the wall. Can I not climb up? Nope, can't. This feels like a limiting factor, but it's highly unlikely you would be able to make it to this point in the game without the arrow and rope.
Some kind of burial chamber.
And we'll almost certainly have something new to look at.
A basket made of silver. Certainly meant to be decorative, but someone's been using it to carry grain.
And we're using the instincts way too much.
Magnificent.
It seems like there's an achievement for just getting one tier of upgrades on skills. So I should start to think about focusing on just one thing instead of getting everything. Like, efficient killer was one of the things I was gonna get. I can get everything here now with the experts. Let's see, this would give you a chance of looting incendiary shells, this would give you grenades, this would give you special hollow point bullets, this would give you special arrows, and arrow retrieval. So I have 7 I need to get on this one. Let's see. 9 I would need to get on this one. And I still need the broadhead climbing arrow element. I could upgrade the flame and the poison and the cluster bomb once we get the grenade arrow faction. But I'm not sure I really want demolitions expert or booby trap expert or rapid crafting or lightfoot. Lightfoot I probably do want. On this one I have 7 I need to get, and I suppose it's actually 8 I need to get. So let's start going down this way. I'm gonna take Deadeye, and then we'll start going down the expert levels, and maybe we'll even get Notice of Steel. Hopefully the game will give me more opportunities in which I can shoot and use the bow more often. Let's see. Larger flask of oil would probably be a decent move. This I need more things. Larger pistol ammo and the Adventurer's Quiver. Adventurer's Quiver is probably the right one to do, because we may get back to doing more of everything, frankly. These Dragonfire shells we can't craft yet, and we're full on hollow point rounds, which probably means I'm not even using them. And then looks like we can upgrade several things, but the probably best thing to upgrade right now is this SMG with polished magazine. This would do more damage, but it has a longer reload capacity and a slow rate of fire. I don't know. I don't want to get to like a bolt action rifle, so I'm gonna stick with the assault rifle. Now this shotgun, guess we'll stick with the pump action. And I believe there's a heavy pistol that we still haven't collected pieces for, and the Grim Whisper that we haven't collected pieces for. And there's an achievement for wearing the Huntress outfit and killing animals. So next time I go hunting, maybe I should put that on. I guess we'll deal with that later. You can see how the game is adding time to the gameplay by always having a camp right in front of an optional tomb.
Someone broke into this place in the dead of night. They filled their pockets with coin, turned over urns of oil and wine, and saw fit to show disrespect to all that are interred here. It shreds my heart to think that one of our own could be so callous as to desecrate this place, all for a momentary earthly gain. We must find a way to keep this place safe, even from our own brothers.
So that brought the boat here. Now I'm on the boat. Why does that matter? Probably because of this. So another instance of the game just kind of brutally killing Lara Croft and really giving me no indication whatsoever that that was what was going to happen. So it brings it this way, brings it to a certain point, and then stops it, and snaps it. And then I assume the idea here is to do this.
There's another raft nearby.
We may be far from our home, but that does not make us barbarians. When our loved ones pass on, as far too many have this season, we treat them with respect. When we did not yet have a vineyard to produce wine, we washed the dead with lake water. When we lacked the looms to spin the death shroud, we wrapped our departed in skins and hides. We carried few coins with us. But now we forge our own, so that our blessed dead can pay passage to the next world. I only wish that the price was not so high.
I don't feel like they're following the right traditions here. Seems like they're kind of just taking things from other cultures. And boy, is it terrible to be in the middle of this experience. You know, I'm doing the exact same thing, stealing coins and disrespecting their sacred place. But I guess I kind of have to. Like, where is this going to go? Darn it. Another one.
That raft has a crank on it.
So I have to, I assume the idea is to bring it this direction. See if this will work. This is way too difficult. The game has gotten very strange all of a sudden. Let's see. Can I hop on this safely and then shoot this? Like multiple attempts there to get that. And there's no time slowing mechanic, right? I don't think there's a time slowing mechanic. see. And I guess the idea was to do that. And the crank was necessary. This is an interesting puzzle implemented pretty poorly, because any point of failure just is you falling down here and dying, which kind of sucks. It shows a lack of ability to make a decent puzzle. Can't break these. Ideally, I would like...
They embalm their dead.
I would have preferred for you to simply fall in the water and have the boats naturally just via undercurrent return to their starting position. Like, instead of dying and having to do all of it again. And yeah, there's not a lot here.
A golden chalice fit for a king or a prophet. It was made here in Kitezh.
So it's not the divine source, or at least one would hope it isn't, or assumes it isn't. That'd be really silly if I found the thing I was looking for in just one optional tomb. Still feels like there should be a mini game, some kind of puzzle to open these. It's not like that was a really long 3D environmental puzzle that didn't have a lockpicking. It was anatomical. Sense the location of an animal's heart when using survival instincts and aim at prey. Shots in the animal's heart inflict massive damage. Animals with thick hides, bears, and large cats are immune to heart shots. So there was an achievement for shooting deer in the heart, and I was like, whoa, how in the world am I going to be able to do that? Now at least I know that you had to practically have this ability. Or perhaps you had, maybe if you actually knew where a deer's heart is, you might be able to do it without it. So that puts us, let's see, is there something else to collect? Nope. Seems like there's slightly too many ways in which you have to crawl through areas to get out and get in. One of those doorways was excessive. At least one of them. It's a nice looking place. It's a shame there really wasn't more to do in it. And you know that if the multiplayer parts are going to reuse the maps, which they almost certainly are, that was the indication or idea in the first game. And these optional tombs are so linear and so narrow, they're not going to be multiplayer playable, and they're not going to be available in the multiplayer maps. I suppose the days of having extremely narrow multiplayer maps are long past, and probably for good reason. Alright. Seems like there's more underwater. New base camp discovered? Really? I can't dig down. Where's this base camp? It's over here. These pouches came out of nowhere. So that seems also strange.
Oh, now I see. It speaks of something hidden.
More coin caches. Are any of them anywhere near me, though? Not really. In this whole area we can't get to yet. And I have this small thought that I'd like to run and do the area, but I'm not sure if that's the right move. I suppose we could do it right now. Let's see. Let's go here. We have no skill
I wish
points.
you could see the view from my tent, Lara. The dig looks so beautiful in the early evening, when the last embers of the sunlight dying upon a good day's work. Then, one by one, the fires are lit, and the smell of roasting meat wafts across the camp. They tell me that it's guinea pig. I declined it. Roth ate too. Maybe next time I'll bring you out here too.
And we're getting...
How did your history test go?
Those were my
audio
happiest
cues
memories, Dad.
of
Being
her
out on the digs
father,
with you.
which they've
Especially when you
totally
gave me my own
forgotten
little
about
plot to
that
excavate.
backstory.
I liked that.
Like they were
Feeling
going
that I was part of something
very
important.
heavily on that backstory.
I
and
aced that test, by the way.
They've completely ignored it. So yeah, before we move forward, since there's a fast travel thing, let's go to the Siberian Wilderness base camp with the Huntress outfit, and let's see if we can shoot some deer in the heart, and do the tomb and see if maybe that tomb gives us some ability that proves to be rather useful. It's been a long time since we've been here. Look how full of snow this is compared to the Siberian wilderness. Yeah, it seems sort of empty of creatures. Alright, so we have a deer. Can we... Like, I don't see a heart symbol. Like, I did not see a heart at all on that. Alright, you have to be in here. Zoom in. And then... Okay. Interesting, so it's a kind of headshot thing. And there I see his heart. So it's really just kind of a shadow issue. Can I hit this deer? Not really. Not from the position I'm in. And we happen to be right in front of the cave where I was gonna be.
A thumb ring for a Mongolian archer, allowing them to shoot quickly while still mounted on horseback. This must have belonged to a warrior of some stature.
Nothing too interesting there, but there's more as far as this cave over on the side that I will have to enter. Let's see. Now I don't even see a heart on that bunny. I'm full on antlers, so coming and doing this is very possibly just a waste of time. It's something we'll get around to eventually. Let's see. There we go. Just make sure there's not some kind of creature down this way.
A Mongolian tug. A banner of sorts to be affixed to a spear. This one looks like it's seen some violence.
Let's see. Some bear pelts, or just pelts in general, which I appreciate. Yeah, and these caves seem pretty empty. Okay, well, there's probably never a reason to ever come back to this area. I was hoping that you'd be able to get pelts from things anyways, but I guess not. 100% complete. We could go to the Wicked Vale and do the Baba Yaga stuff, and that's DLC, so it wouldn't probably hurt to do. And yeah, I guess I'll just leave the Huntress outfit on. And we'll just continue. We're still short on what we need to craft these. We need 12, and we only have 5 pelts for that. We need 12 other pelts for that, and so that gives us 19 pelts we need to collect, and 1 bear pelt plus another 20 pelts. So there's still a lot to do. Let's switch over to this and fast travel here. Now on the Baba Yaga stuff, we've gotten the poison resistance that will hopefully allow us to access the area without hallucinating, which will be cool, I suppose. And so we're gonna go here, search for the Wicked Vale for the witch, and this might be the last of the whole Baba Yaga stuff anyways, but if I can get the challenge complete. What is the challenge, by the way? Let's see. 0 of 10 witches hanging lantern shot, so that's what I need to shoot. If I can find the relics, find the other documents, find the survival caches that are all throughout this area, that would give me a decent amount of extra experience to be one more skill above. I also need more cloth and hides clearly, salvage clearly, a lot of salvage to upgrade guns. Hardwood we could use a little bit, feathers we could use a little bit. We're at maximum oil. So either I'm going to need to make a lot more fire arrows, or I'm just going to be at maximum oil. Boar fat, apparently I can have more for whatever that's worth. Exotic hides, we have the maximum. Bear hides, we're very low. It seems like unless we start fighting bears a lot at the end of the game, we're never going to have 20. We're at 187 Byzantine coins, which actually means we should go and purchase the refinement tool at the store too. So there's going to just be a lot of cleanup in the next episode, and maybe we'll finish it all, maybe we won't. I just don't want to go forward right now. Oddly, I should really want to go forward and just finish the story and forget all the collectible things, but I'm not super frustrated with the game yet. It's just slow. Slow but good. See, we're still at 43%. We didn't move the story at all forward at all. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.